What's up, everybody? This is Rondy Wooten with A State of Gaming, and today I've got some more TowerFall Ascension gameplay for you. More, you say? Yes. For those of you who keep up with the YouTubes, you might remember that I uploaded my TowerFall Ascension First Impressions video a couple of weeks ago, and at that time I went in completely blind and had no idea what the hell I was getting myself into. I played a little bit more of the game, and I do enjoy it, and I'm going to go ahead and break down some of the mechanics of it, and just pretty much talk your ear off about some nonsensical stuff, as is my way. The game is a game that's, well, of course it's a game. Move it along. Up to 4 players. It is all local multiplayer, however. So that means same system, for those of you who aren't hip to the lingo. It's all offline, which is another way of saying the same thing, because redundancy is the breakfast of champions. But that means you have to have friends, by the way. Friends are these people that you can see and, like, touch. I mean, don't touch them without their consent, but, like, you could touch friends, hypothetically, but you could also call them politely on the phone and be like, hey, friend, can you, like, come over? Because I want to play video games with you, because we're friends and stuff. And then they come over, right? And they sit on your couch. Maybe you get them some oatmeal or an apple pie. I don't know, man. I got weird habits. And then they sit down on your couch or your floor, or you have a chair because you're fancy and you own furniture. And then you guys play video games together, and maybe you smile and look at them for 3 minutes straight without blinking, and they leave your house immediately. Anyway, enough about my personal experiences. It's local co-op. It reminds me a lot of playing games on the Super Nintendo or the Sega Genesis growing up. If I had to relate this to a game in particular, it reminds me a lot of Joust, which is a pretty old game that probably is going to go over a lot of your heads. I don't mean that in a condescending way, except for yes, I do. Jesus Christ, why do I even talk? Because edutainment. Knowing is half the battle. By the way, G.I. Joe, I still don't know what the other half of the battle is. Knowing is 50% of it, but I'm stuck. You're gonna have to help me out. So, it's a game where you shoot things with arrows. Now, the arrows are limited, which is a pretty neat mechanic, actually. If you'll see the little icons over my head, that's how many arrows I've got. Every time I fire one of these things, like the one I just did there to kill 2 things because I'm pro at this, I have to actually go retrieve the arrows. So you can't just go firing with infinite ammo or something, and there's no reload button. You have to go retrieve your arrows, which is actually pretty cool. You're pulling them out of walls and the floor, and, you know, even if you kill an enemy with it, the arrow sticks into the ground, you gotta go snag it. And everything is one-hit kills. So what you see up there in the top left corner, those little pink jewels, those represent my lives, basically. If I get hit once, that crystal disappears, I lose a life, and if I run out of crystals, I have to start over all the way from the beginning. What you see right there, the Roman numerals, I'm now on wave 5, so every stage is broken up into 5 waves. So I start the stage, this is like level 3 or level 4 or something, but I'm on wave 5 of, you know, the 3rd world, or whatever, for lack of better phrasing. And yeah, if you die, you just start over from wave 1 of the stage. So things can get pretty dicey, actually. It's really easy to get hit. I mean, you could time a jump improperly, you could miss an arrow and your enemy actually, you know, dives toward you, or you could try to jump onto something, but then you land in front of it by accident, or whatever. And even just the fact that you may have noticed, if I go all the way down into that bottomless hole, I actually appear from the top of the screen, like you see here. It's like Pac-Man that way, or Asteroids, where, you know, you just go around the world, basically. You go all the way to the left, you come out from the far right, etc. So sometimes an enemy might just come up from behind you because it took advantage of that little screen effect or whatever. So it can get pretty crazy, where you might get frustrated trying to play through a stage and you die on the first wave, or you get all the way to the 3rd or 4th or 5th wave and then you die and you're just like, damn it, the struggle is too real. Thanks, Obama, you know? What does Obama have to do with TowerFall Ascension? Well, I mean, you know, inflation, deficit, you know, soda's like $2. What's up with this rent? And, you know, so arrows, and it's consumer products, and, you know, Bank of America putting stop payment orders on my cards. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully that clears up some of the game mechanics for you. And you can see the overworld here. So you unlock stages, multiple stages at a time. So you see I'm unlocking 3 or 4 here. I can pick them in any order. I'm tired of talking, and I'm a little low on time. So at any rate, guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been TowerFall Ascension. I've been Rondy Wooten with A State of Gaming. Fade to black.